Hello, Jojo Crosses here, and look at we're working on our shops today. So I'm getting ready to move the shop, or the tailors, and then I'm going to move the shop. And we're going to do that one far side that I didn't show on the last video. I want to get them, you know, squared away on the top, on the side over here. And then we're going to go to the other side and work on like my house and also work on the museum area. So, because the museum area might be kind of big, because I'm trying to make it into like a little central park sort of situation. So we'll see what I can do with that. But in the meantime, we're gonna head on over and we're gonna put our little Able sisters down. So this spot on the right is gonna be the Nooks, and this is gonna be Able's on this side. So I just thought they would be cute next to each other. I don't really want to like change the front of them or anything. I honestly think they're pretty cute just the way they are, and they would mesh in the city just fine, you know. They're a little towny, but that's okay. I feel like, you know, you find all different buildings in the city and stuff, so this section is going to be like the normal ones, but I was kind of contemplating if I liked where this was or not, which is why I was pausing. I just wanted to make sure that that step wasn't going to ruin my patterns and stuff. But now I'm going to go ahead and put some sidewalk around here just to kind of frame it in and get it to where it's a little more fitting in with this roadway here. And after I get the path down, then we'll go ahead and decorate around it a little bit, put some stuff out that looks kind of cute, makes it look like a little tailor shop, you know, because I think everybody kind of does that with the tailors, is they just kind of do like a clothing area with sewing and all that stuff. This will be more like a store, I would say. So I'm gonna try to make it look more like out front, like things are for sale and stuff. So I'm hoping that that'll turn out that way just a bit instead. I'm trying to even out the sidewalk here. I'm not sure how big Nooks is, so I may have to shrink down this sidewalk here a little bit in order to get it to fit properly, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in first and then just kind of go by that. So, and then definitely need to get the street, you know, extended up so it kind of carries on, because this street is gonna probably end up going all the way back to the back of the island, you know. So I will get that all put in and stuff, and yeah, so we'll do that. And then I'm gonna probably go the next day so that Abel's is built in, and then we'll come back and put in Nooks Cranny. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up a little bit of this strip of street here, and then we're gonna move to the next day because I'd like to get the building so I can see it. So I'll be right back on the next day. All right, here we are on the next day, and our shop also grew overnight, so we got the bigger shop too, so that's handy. And then I'm heading over to the area. I'm gonna check out how Abel's looks. I'm liking how that is. So that's pretty good. I love it. I love it. I gotta even out the pattern that was in front of this thing, you know, and see what's up with that, because you can't put it down until you put your building down. Otherwise, it'll just take it away and put grass there again, which is super annoying. But that's okay. It's just what happens. So alright, that looks good. Now we're gonna move the Nooks Cranny. So we're gonna get that going over here. And then I'm going to plop it down. So I want to get that put where it belongs. Yes, yes, very good. All right, we're going to head on over. Oh yeah, I forgot we got to talk to Timmy first. Oh, he doesn't make it easy. You can't just sit down and be like, yeah, that's all good. You have to go talk to everybody. And no one ever says no. So it's kind of like, why, I don't know why we got to go through that. He should just be like, yes, you are the resident representative. Whatever you say goes. And move on with our lives. But it's okay. Look at all my villagers. I got 5 villagers down there right now, just all in one place. You know why? Because they can't get anywhere. They're all stuck on the beach. All right, I'm just taking a look. I was like, oh, this doesn't look big enough for Nooks Cranny. Oh, it is. Except it is going to cut off that sidewalk, but that's okay. I think that's good. It's still going to look good. But I do want to see it, just to see, make sure the front doesn't cut off. Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to keep it. I like it. All right, we did it. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and work a little bit on the back side. I want to get this little, I want to make a little alleyway behind it so that I can have like a little truck parked back here that's doing a little delivery service, you know? Because I feel like, you know, Nooks Cranny is a big deal and it's going to be getting a lot of deliveries every day and stuff. So I want to be able to put a little area back there so that the truck can pull in, and also kind of unify it over here with this front part that we did. So I would like to have some more trees behind, so I'm leaving a little bit of area back here for the trees, and I'll plant some pines and some bushes and stuff back here, and then that way it'll, you know, just have a little something extra back there. So, and those can grow in. It'll look pretty good. Of course I can't grab the right thing. All right, and then I'm just kind of alternating between, see how the front has the hardwoods, and I'm doing pines every other on this one if it'll work out. So I think it does, yeah. That's perfect. So we'll have 3 little pines back here. And then I'll probably put in, you know, some kind of plants. And then over here, I want to put up some fencing to kind of fence off like the nature from the area where everybody like is walking and shopping and stuff. So we're going to put down a little bit more sidewalk and then kind of get this area filled in with some stuff. And then I want to put some more plants and trees and bushes and stuff, because I really like having them kind of lined around the area and make it look kind of lush and pretty on certain parts. Because like I said, you know, cities are not just blank with only concrete. Like, they usually always have some greenery and stuff, so I think it's cute. And plus I love that. So where the brown dirt is there, I want to match up with the whole other side over here. So we're gonna do that. And I put that book there, by the way. I know then the villagers dropped it, and then I picked it up and kept it for several days, and then I dropped it over there. You can only drop it. You can't place it or put it in your storage. Just such a bummer, because it's such a cute little book and I really wish we could do more with it. Does anybody else wish that? By the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber and a part of this channel here. It would be great just to have you as a regular and get to see you and chit chat with you, and hopefully you can stay tuned for my next videos. We're gonna do this Citycore thing for a while till the city is done, and then who knows what the next thing is. I need to have some ideas. I don't even have any ideas in my brain right now yet, and usually I do by now, so that's kind of crazy. But in any case, yeah, I definitely am excited already to think about what will be next. That is not the right thing. I need the dirt path. There we go. So this is going to be where all the dirt is, but I'm looking at this and it's not squared off down below, so I can only do it to that point right there. So I'm going to have to fix that if I want it. So come on, me. She's so cute down there. All my poor villagers are trapped on the beach because I don't have any way for them to get up here, and all their houses are down there. They'll move soon though. Trust, these villagers are going to be spoiled rotten, and they're going to have lots of lovely little places to hang out, grab a coffee, you know, grab a snack, do some shopping, things like that. We're going to get this city going. But I don't know, it may end up being more town core. I don't know, you know, I'm trying to do Citycore, and but up here kind of looks town core-y just because of the stores, and they kind of look like little town stores. But I'm hoping by the end of this you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, maybe this is like a city within a city kind of thing, or a nice little city versus like a big giant city. You know, I don't know that it's gonna feel like a big giant city, but I needed some bushes, so now I have to run out here and grab all these bushes because there's gonna be a lot of bushes up front, and I don't even think I have enough back here. I might need to get some more, but I've been trying to, like, as I pull some up, I'm trying to come back and grow some more. So anyways, that's what I'm doing back here. I'm not so sure that I have enough though for this this little idea I have, but I'm trying to put all these bushes going like all the way along this little area here. So, and kind of even, and then we're gonna put like some trees and flowers and stuff in between, and that way it'll kind of match up with the way the front is. Oh, it's about here that I realize, yeah, I need to put the fence in, or else I'm not going to be able to even it out at the end. Because you can kind of do this along the way, but then you always have that end piece unless you can get on the end and do a flat one. So that's why I kind of went, oh, I better do this right here and get that put in before I'm regretful. And then I was looking, you know, I'm putting these bushes in over here too, but then I'm thinking I want them to go in kind of evenly. So I don't know, I might have to change this hill around a little bit. I'm gonna plant that tree there because look, it's right like almost centered with the road, almost. It's not quite, and that's kind of bothering me a little bit, but it's pretty close. So I'm accepting it and I'm moving on instead of worrying about whether it's centered or not. But trust me, my little OCD mind is like, no, this is not gonna work out. But it's okay. It's all good. It's gonna look good either way. But this is where, like, see how it's shorter on this side than it is on the other side? And so I really need to even out both sides so that the bushes are the same. So yeah, I'm like, okay, these two are close. Yeah, gotta get down there and fix that. It's gonna bother the crap out of me. But you know, you get down there and then you're like, okay. And then I'm also going to have to even out the... Oh, I'm going to move those over. That's why I'm doing that. But then I'm like, oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll even out the other side instead. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, because I like it rounded up at this front part. So I don't really want it to be squared off. But some parts need to be squared off if you want to have like the pattern on it, because it won't do it on a rounded area. It considers it a half tile then, so you can't do it. And then I'm trying to figure out the aspect of, okay, where do I need to like fix this, because it's not the same. Which of these things is not like the other? So yeah, I gotta take out these bushes, and then I'm going to fix the hill, and then we're going to even them out so that they can kind of match up. But I'm glad I figured this out before I put the whole fence across, and then I had to go down and take the fence out, and yeah. So even Stevens, got to be even Stevens. I hope you guys are having a good week. I think by the time this video is out, it's going to be like, ooh, maybe a week out from starting this island. I'm not sure. We've got a couple introductory ones. This might be the start of the week, actually. I need one Monday. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. Mondays are rough sometimes. Start of the week, busy times, you know. So hang in there. What we needed. Need one more. I think I need one more notch out of there. No. Nope, it's not the same. It is not the same. Yeah. I'm like, it is not the same, but we can get the bushes in the right place, so that part will work out. But yeah, it doesn't. I gotta actually manually do it because the game wants to put it over in a different spot. So yeah, I know I need to get it right here. Yes. So those are even. That's perfect. But my hill is not quite even. So then, you know, of course, I have to go fix that because, you know, it's crazy time. Get this hill knocked out, and then that way it all looks the same, and then we're cut off pretty good. Yeah, there we go. So that looks a little more matchy match. It's better. Alright, and then I just kind of decided like I didn't want like the harsh edge over there, but I was going to keep these so the sidewalk could kind of just end there, you know, because we're going to put the fence. So kind of need it to be that way. But I need to plant my flowers in here because once I put the fence, it's going to be hard to get up here. I actually won't really be able to get up here unless I move the fence. So, and I happen to have tulips in my pocket, so I kind of just went for a tulip fest over here. But I have other flowers that I have in my storage and I just forgot about them, so that's okay. I just decided this is gonna work out, so we'll see. And then they've got to bloom, of course, but you know, we'll get them in there anyways. All right, let's put the rest of our iron fencing across that it matches up all the way down. I'm gonna have to get some more of that. I have a feeling I'm gonna use a lot of this fencing on this island because it's a really good, I feel like it's a really good like city type fence, you know? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and finish putting in our bushes across. Hopefully I have enough. I think I'm going to be okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. It's so touchy. right? Like you're over just barely. And it's like, no. I'm mean and I'm not gonna let you do it. Like, dang it. Oh, of course, and that wants to go the wrong direction. Good lord. Sorry. Gotta fix that. The game has a mind of its own sometimes. I know how it works. Like, I've been doing it long enough. You'd think I would just be like, okay, that is what's gonna happen. But nope, I still try and still have the little problems. But so far I'm enjoying doing the Citycore. I wasn't sure if I would because I'm cottagecore through and through, but I did like do a tiny bit of city stuff like in my Halloween one that I did last year. So, you know, I did a little bit of that and I did like it then, so hopefully, you know, hopefully it'll work out to where it turns out okay. I'm really nervous about it because I'm not that experienced at Citycore. I gotta move some of these trees around a little bit. I want to even them out a little bit. So I'm kind of figuring that out as I go right now, but I think I'm gonna do like every other. So there's gonna be like a pine tree and then, you know, the hardwood trees and then pine tree and hardwood tree and so forth. So I'm just kind of trying to figure it out as I go. So then here I'm going to be like, okay, a pine tree. And then, you know, yeah. And we'll put some flowers every other here too, which will work out. Because once the tree's in, I won't be able to get back there. So that's the one downside of that. Is you get your trees in and then it's like, nope, it's not gonna happen. I have to keep looking to see where I am, but once I finally get going here, we'll be in a rhythm and we'll know what we're doing. So yeah, she figures it out. The struggle is real some days, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have something in my mind and then it turns out entirely different as to what I thought I was gonna do, you know? So this island so far is it's actually not quite what I was going to do. I was gonna make it a completely flat island, but instead I made it a completely second story island, and then it'll have some occasional third stories. So that part changed up quite a bit, but I thought it kind of made it different, and it also allows me to do like the little underground subway channels here and there. And I'm still thinking about maybe putting green tubes on all the subways and then just letting you jump in one and see where you end up. And occasionally you might end up underground, or occasionally you might end up across town. And I think that might actually be kind of fun to do, to see, you know, why did I do that? Why are we doing this? All right, so I think because I have the other one on the other end, I was trying to kind of cap it off with something that I can stunt down a little smaller, that I like on a smaller scale. So, and then I'm putting in my tulips, but I do want to come back with some different flowers maybe, but I'm going to go ahead and let these like start to grow and see what I can do here. So, oh yeah, let's do some hedging. Put a little hedging in between, and that'll add a little something. I like that. That's good. It just adds a little difference, you know? I think that's good for just making it look a little different. Alright, and now we're gonna head over here and let's do a little decorating in front of Abel's. I got out a few things and we're gonna see what works over here, but I kind of want to still keep it, you know, a clothing store, a few clothing racks and stuff to be put out, and you know, just like they're having an outdoor sidewalk sale kind of thing. And then you know, I want to put a couple different ones out just to make it look a little interesting, and that you have some choices. And of course, you know, we have some stuff over here for Nooks too. I want to make it like a little, you know, grocery store type thing on the outside, since I can't really put that on the inside of Nooks. But I feel like this looks like a little corner grocery store. It reminds me actually of Italy. Italy has all tiny little stores there. Like, you can't go to a big giant grocery store in Italy, at least not any that I saw. And they may have them somewhere, I'm not sure, but according to my friend who's from there, and also, you know, just my experience there, all the stores are tiny, like small little stores. Okay, I don't really know if I like that there because it's blocking that a lot. Maybe I can move it. And plus I want to put some stuff on top of that, so I need to go through and get a few more things. But I think this little scooter would look cute out here. But anyways, in Italy, the stores are small, and so you have these tiny little grocery stores, you know. And some of them have multiple items, but some of them are only like vegetables, or only cheese, or only meat, or something like that. And so that's what these stores kind of remind me of a little bit, the ones here in Animal Crossing world. But like, you know, in our real world, like here in Cali, we have lots of different big stores, you know, everywhere, and little, all combined in different areas. So I think my city is gonna have like just a lot of little stores everywhere. Okay, and then I have to figure out this street. I think I have it figured out to get the corners and stuff, but I have to look at it like kind of a long time sometimes to go, okay, is that this turn or that turn? It's definitely a learning curve on this, but this is where I'm gonna park the truck. So I'm trying to kind of figure out like how far over I want my street to go, but I think I'm gonna end it up like right here, and then we'll make it this about a half a width of the regular street, because it's not really a road, it's more of like an alleyway. So I think I'm just gonna make it too wide, and then the truck should go over here pretty good. So we'll do that, and then I'm gonna make one going towards Able Sisters, also in the back of that, but I don't know if I don't really want to duplicate it and put a truck behind theirs. I don't feel like they're getting big deliveries every day kind of thing. So I gotta figure out like what I want to put back there. That might be something that we do later on, but for now I'll put the road at least, so that, you know, I know what I want back there. And plus I kind of want like that to be, them to look symmetrical, if that makes sense. So there's our big delivery truck, and then we're going to, I got a bunch of like boxes and stuff like that, so I'll put those out in just a few, but I want to get the sidewalk finished really quick. I'm just going to line it around all the roads, so it should look pretty uniform across the roadway, you know. Oh yeah, I like this one because it kind of has like, almost looks like it has a little bit of a curb area up there, and it's the only angle that gives me that, so I gotta remember to use it because sometimes I don't remember. I'm gonna have to get that one out of the way, but I'll go back to it in just a minute, I'm sure. we're just gonna carry this on over to the end of Able Sisters, and we'll make that 2 wide too, and that way it all lines up. And I'm gonna kind of just keep going with this sort of setup, I guess, in sort of a grid-like pattern, so that it somewhat matches up, because I feel like, you know, that's kind of how the cities are. Pretty uniform in the streets and stuff. They some of the cities I live nearby are very grid-like, and then some are a little more windy for sure, so it just kind of depends. But all right, and then that was the wrong thing for that, I realize. And then I'm like, which one was that? There we go. Alright, and then let's get this street formed. I gotta see which one goes here. I think it's that one. Nope, wrong one. It was over there. Yeah, that's perfecto. That one. Yeah. There we go. Definitely a learning curve on these roads to like make sure it kind of lines up the way you want it. But once you get it, you know? It just takes a little bit of practice. Definitely not something, oh man, of course. That always happens to me. Oh, every time. I'm like, man. What I'm nervous about is those diagonal ones. Like, if I have to go diagonal, that looks hard to figure out. Hopefully I can get it. But I'm a little nervous about that. I'm also wondering if I should put another couple of people on this island, like, so I have bigger houses to put down, or if I should just keep it to like fake buildings and stuff. I'm just undecided right now as to which one I'm going to do. If you have any opinions, let me know. But I feel like when you put the big houses in, you can make it into something more, you know, like I could make one, you know, a school. I could make one like maybe a hospital, things like that. So the way I have it now, it's not really possible unless I do it all outdoors or something. But anyways, it's an idea that I'm having of maybe just doing that sort of thing. I just thought I would plop this up here a little ways so I can just kind of see how the road's going to look going up over the little curve of the island. And I know it'll go this way anyways, and that way it'll kind of give me a ballpark of where my next couple of builds can be, because I'm probably just going to have a lot more little shopping areas and stuff behind here, and that way, you know, it can carry on. But I want to put like a little parking area along the way somewhere, and just, you know, stuff that you would normally find in a city. So I got to work in all the little extra areas too. So we'll see. Some of this stuff I may have to take out. It just kind of depends. But I was trying to like just get an idea of what I wanted this all to look like and stuff. So, and it's kind of exciting to like see the road go down, you know. I think that part is kind of cool in the city. It also makes it so much easier to run around my city. Like, and I don't know why, but my island feels more spacious than it usually feels with my cottagecore. I think because I cram so much into the cottagecore. And this one I have so much road like space to walk around on that I'm not used to that. So I'm like, what the heck? It's definitely something different. I also need a couple of crosswalks. The problem is that this particular design that I did, which was by Colin, which I think it's Colin Crossing maybe, but the design video is like the third video or something, so if you wanted to see that. This particular one only has a crosswalk going in one direction. I can't make it go cross one way. I can only do it the other way. And I realize I can't do this stripe all the way across. I need to do a middle one. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, there's a little, no, I needed to switch. I need to switch it. Error. There we go. All right, and then I have another one that has, yeah, that side stripe. There we go. There's my crosswalk. Cool, okay. Haven't done any crosswalks yet, so, but I do like that. I'm getting into it. I just have to figure out stuff, y'all. So, because you know this isn't my norm, and so I'm still learning like how to put together the city and stuff. It's interesting. Wrong. Hang on, go back. There we go. All right. So there's a little crosswalk, and then I want to put like the little crosswalk thingamaboppers over here. So I had to customize a few things to make sure that, you know, everything looks good. Let's put one over here. And yeah, I like that. And I think I'm gonna put another one over here since they're both crosswalks. But yeah, I need to put some of this stuff up here first, or else I may not be able to get to it once my light's in. So let's put those up there. And then I got some shoe stackables to put up here. Shoe boxes. Perfecto. All right, and then I have that little crosswalk. Let's plop the crosswalk down. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, wait. Merchandise table. I don't really like that over here, though. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna take that. Okay, I was gonna scooch it, but I won't scooch it. I'm just gonna move it. Okay. Let's put this over here. I think it's okay if we put it next to this and just block the bike, because the bike probably could go in the other way. Yeah, I like that. And then let me put my crosswalk, little thingamabopper, signal. Oh my gosh, I can't think of words right now. Oh Lord. That going out on the road. Alright, and then we gotta move it this way. Okay, so that looks pretty good over there. I like that. And then we're gonna put a few more things out. I gotta get the merchandise table full and stuff, but I also have some of these little stuff that's gonna go back behind and things. So we're gonna put a little, you know what? I think that would look better over here because of the green roof. It will match in a little better. So I'm gonna put the phone box over here instead, since it's a green one. If it was blue or orange or something, brown, I'd probably say it would go better over by Nooks, but that one not so much. Okay, and then I want to put some of these utility poles up because, you know, city utility poles. Let's put another one over here behind Abel's. And that way we kind of have a little bit of, you know, we're going to have a lot across the island. So that is 2 of many, many to come. All right, I do like that. It's looking a little more on the city side, which is good. What else we want to do? Okay, let's, I'm just kind of seeing where all my little gaps are and how even we are and stuff like that. Now I want to put some stuff back here that looks like we're getting some shipments. So I have this little pile of cardboard boxes and a rolling cart that we're going to put down. And yeah, I like that there. And then we'll put a little pile of cardboard boxes. Yeah, that's good. And then let me jump around over here. What else do I have? Let's see. All right, and we've got these little stack of baskets, so we could go shopping. And then I'm gonna put, I gotta get some more things out. So let me check and see. All right, we're back. I got some more flowers out because I need some different flowers, and I also need to get some things out of my pockets. So we're gonna put some more different flowers in instead of these same tulips everywhere. Like I just planted that one and then I realized, you know, I probably want to put something different there. So let's put a Cosmo, put that in there just to have a little different stuff to look at, you know. And I gotta do it before these trees grow in because I'll never get back in there unless I dig the tree up. So let's put a mum. We don't have any mums in here yet. And then I can keep that a tulip. Let's make this one. No, I didn't want to dig up the tree. Lame. I hate it when that happens. Okay, back with the tree. Let me put in a different flower in here. Let's see what we have. I can do maybe a white Cosmo would be good. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's head back over here now. I got the flowers kind of spread out. Let me put these shoe boxes in here. And then I do need to find... Let me see, what else do I have? I forgot what I grabbed. Is it this one? Yeah. A little accessory stand there. I think that's good. Since I don't have any accessories like that on the inside. Alright, let me see what else I have in here. I'm gonna go through and grab some things. So, let's see. I already have, yeah, I want to get a little store shelf out. A couple of these. And let's see, what else do we have? Don't think I need any of those. What else will work out there? I know I have a ton of things. It's just going through all this stuff is interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we could do a trash can. Do a little garbage bin or something. Maybe one of those and some trash bags. That would be good. What else do we have here? Maybe I want to do a little car. That would be cute, like just driving out in front. Since we've got a yellow scooter, let's do a little yellow car out there. And I'm gonna have to put some more things in down here, but I kind of need to gather some things and get them what I want, you know? Alright, these just kind of seem like they're in a weird spot, but I need to make some room for these little store shelves. They only take up the one spot, which is good, but just to get them in there, I gotta move my scooter. Scooch over, scooter. Alright, we'll get another one of these little store shelves in. That kind of covers up the other thing, but that's okay. All right, we'll move our scooter back. And then, what else we got over here? Got the garbage and trash. Let's put that on the flip side. Let's put the little car in front of Abel's. I don't have anything over here. So we're gonna do that. And then, let's see, do I want it? Yeah, let's turn it. So at least it looks like it's pulling out. It's going the other direction. There we go. That kind of looks better, I think. They got some old-timey cars. Like, those cars are not really in style anymore. That's kind of like 80s almost, I feel like. But y'all tell me, I don't know. I know some other areas that just have little tiny cars like that a lot. Like maybe in Europe and stuff, but even then I think they've gotten a little more refined. Alright, we'll put a little trash bag back here. Looks like the Nooks guys have been collecting some garbage. Alright, and then let's see what else we have. We gotta get some more goodies out. So let me see what else we have to choose from. I think I want to put like a little, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, we need something. We need something in the middle of the roads over here too, like along the sidewalks. Maybe if I did some partitions, I could put some of these little plant partitions in. Those would be cute. Let me grab some of those. And then I kind of want some benches, but I don't really think I have any of the park benches. I'm gonna need to order them or get them. So, you know those little the plastic bench. I think those would look good over there. Let's see what else we have. Honestly, I have a lot of things, but I don't necessarily have the things I kind of need right now. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not really liking any of these things. So, let me see. Let's put out the partitions and see how those look out here. I'm just going to kind of spread them around on this area. Just to have something to break up the sidewalk. Because it looks kind of empty, you know. I kind of want... want them centered. I'm gonna probably, let me center them with like one in the center by the street, one centered by Abel's. We can put one like at the end of the road. Yeah, I like where those two are. That one can come over a tiny bit. No, let's go back one. And then let's move this one so that's more even with the door of Nooks Cranny. There we go. Then they look a little more even. Okay. I got some more things. Didn't think you needed to wade through all my stuff again. But we got a cypress plant. I figured we can just throw some things around that, you know, need a home. Let's see what, maybe we can put one back here. Nope. Those go elsewhere. Oh, Gloria! Gloria! Oh, I forgot I hadn't talked to Leaf yet, so I thought I better go talk to Leaf. And I'm gonna buy a bunch of flowers from him because he's got some different ones, and I definitely need some different ones. So, let's see, we have mums, but we don't have enough, so I'm gonna get a bunch of mums, get a bunch of other stuff, so I'll be right back. Alright, went to the next day because I wanted to have some of the trees grow in a little bit so I could stunt some of them and stuff like that. I moved my house up here, and the museum is over there next to me too, so kind of just moving some things as I go. This is our little, you know, entrance where we were working before. Some of my trees have grown in a little bit more. Yeah, we got that. We got that. The trees are getting a little bit more sizable. I think I might let them grow though. I don't think they're gonna overpower anything, and they're spread out enough where it might work out. So we'll see. I like how these have grown in back here. So those will look good. So I'm liking how this is looking. We're gonna do a few more little additions. I want to change a couple of things. Hi, Shino. All right, I got another reaction. Nice. That's awesome. Okay. All right, hello. I'm back. So I put out some more things. I meant to film it. Lo and behold, I did not. So now we're just doing a walkthrough. So I put a little fire hydrant in. I put these little benches to sit on right here. Got some light lamp posts. So those are put in. And another little bench over here to even it out, and the lamp post to even it out. So hopefully it looks a little more city. I think it could still have a lot more stuff. I'm probably going to come back later, add some additions as I go. It's just going to have to grow as, you know, I get better. I put a little ATM machine back here. And then this is, of course, the shipping area. Put a couple more boxes and stuff. Make it look a little more like shipments are coming in. So hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll come back and do some touch-ups along the way as I, you know, get better at this city thing. But for now, this is the end of this build. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd love to have you as part of the family. And otherwise, just thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you are enjoying the city life so far. And I will see you on the next one. We're gonna work over by my house and the museum, so we'll get that taken care of. You guys have a great day, great weekend, great rest of your week. Bye!